Hi, this is Abdul Tarzi. I was gonna say in the Olympics, it's in France, right? Well, Afghanistan is the first country. They should hold the flags, which they do in every Olympics. They're the first nation of Earth. They should be respected in the Olympics, and people should let them carry the flag. Why should I watch only Muhammad Ali? Why should I only watch French Italians? I know because Afghanistan took us for in my lifetime almost 50 years, in your lifetime 100 years in these Olympic Games. So they should be able to hold the flag and put it the flag, the the fire where he puts it in at the top somewhere. Well, I hope Afghanistan participates and holds it too. And it's the first country. They have the flag. They're not burning the flag. They can put it. They can do something with it where they're holding the thing up. Well, it's also the other countries like France or Germany or Russia. You have to honor the the way we make gold medals because originally probably came from Afghanistan, just like language, in my opinion, just like religion. What they're showing is this is the first nation, and they're showing certain things like the United Nations emblem is Afghanistan, the United Nations. They're showing things like the flag is Afghanistan. They're showing things like Olympic has five rings. Three of the ring is the Afghanistan flag, black, red, and green. On the flags, and the other colors are blue and yellow. So France is one blue, yellow is like France is like Ukraine has blue, yellow. Russia has blue, but Afghanistan has black, red, and green for the Olympics. The other one we hope is they show things like, the First Nation has can do well in the Olympics and win the gold because it's 80 countries. If Russia wins, so does Afghanistan. It's 80 countries. Those 80 countries are all in the Afghanistan area. I can understand that. And then there's 50 nations in Africa. And then the United States has 34 nations. But it looks like the first country, the first nation has 80 countries, and it's like a large area of the earth, like Russia, China, Iran, Afghanistan, and that's 55 million. That's large. The United States is, America is a medium with about 33 nations. Check that again. And Africa has about 50 nations, but it's only 30 million. So that is a small, medium, and large. Small Africa, medium United States, and large Afghanistan, Russia. It's not fair for the United States or for Africa to keep fighting. It's not to make world peace. It's just small, medium, and large. And then also the great oceans we have. There's hundreds of millions of oceans, hundreds of millions of land. Double check that. It shows that there's 200 million miles of land and sea of the earth and the dunya world, and how people are in the planet Earth. This is definitely a human planet. Double check that the human planet has to be, to our nations or one nations really had to be more peaceful and make peace with each other so that the human planet survives in a large global sense, like buildings, uh, homes, and water and land is really a human making. So the human needs to survive and really be the number one life in terms of human and animals and all these creatures we have. We have a lot of land. It's just like the good Quran and Angel and Bible says the land and the waters are part of God's creation for human. God is made in human image, and God gave us humanity, and human is able to use the strength and the power of humanity. God's power is within all human. So human is made in God's image, and you're made as a human in God's image, and so you have the power of all human beings in you. That's a lot of human. That's a lot of great human. And it says that, and it's really true, the great sky and the great land and great oceans are given for God, from God to human, for human being survival and the chance for human to have their power as God has power over this. And even the power of, you see how human has power over animals, and human does have some power over plants, and God gave you this power to have it, to use it wisely, to be kind and be powerful with nature and everything. So you could be a wonderful person, a human being, and you could be walking and you could feel safe anywhere. You could feel peaceful because God's power is with you. And then human uses all the strength of humanity, the strength of God, the strength of computers, the strength of lights, technology, and even the strength of animals, because animals with God as well. So is plants. The human uses plants as well, and uses computers and technology. In the computer itself, there's things about God. It's right in the center. Like ABCD, it has right in the center, it says G for God. And also in the alphabet itself, like ABCD, and right in the center, GHI, that's God. And then for Islam, the first letter is A for Allah. The Allah, Alif, Be, Pe, Te. Or ABCD, the first letter is A for Allah, and G is right there for the second word for God. Even the Jew, well, the Christians call it, English calls it God. Islam calls it God with Christians, Allah. Islam calls it Allah, and then the Jews call it the last letter, which is a Yahweh, which is it's the same monotheism God that's for everyone. So monotheism is one God. It's mono, and it's one God. The God for human is definitely one God. So every man and woman can feel safe about this and feel good that the power of God is with them. Anytime you feel a little bit like, where's my Jewish friends? Where's my Christian? Where's my human friends of Islam? Well, you think about it, how all of them are together. All of them are everywhere in the world, everywhere alive and dead, trying to survive and become more powerful. So that's very good. Human has a lot of power and a lot of great ways to survive. So that's very good.
No, it's not being seen now, bro.
All right, I'll talk a little more about this. That was my brother Faisal. Hope he's right there. Anyway, so this is a good idea to think about that, the religion and how the belief of God is in all human beings.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking to myself. So I'm just thinking about that and how people think about and how human thinks about God. It makes a person feel more safer, and how people can grow with the belief in God. Your humanity has a lot to do with God. Nature and humanity coming together really makes you a powerful person when it comes to the belief in God. And this God doesn't need one or two people. Our God is very powerful, and it needs all humanity. So all human can come together, and God is inside everyone. There's kindness and good, is the peace, the peaceful life, the good life is in everyone. Well, sometimes people do. We're human beings, so people do have funny things and jokes and everything. When people joke, that's part of God. Some people make mistakes. That's part of human and God. Some people like to walk, and that's part of God. Some people like to use technology. That's part of God. Some people like to be with brothers and sisters. That's part of God. Some people like to have a nice, beautiful wife. That's part of God. So people have a lot of different ways to be part of God, and God is within every human. Some people might have good lights around. Some people might have good technology, television, water, and food. That's all part of God's creation and God giving you. Of course, God also lets you create as well. We have such a great God that's kind and friendly, how humans are kind and friendly, and that God lets you create. And this is wonderful. You could be a person of happiness, you could be a person of sadness, and that's still part of God. It's good to be more happy. You gotta feel good about yourself, and you're part of the God's picture as well. You gotta think about how God's within all of us, and just feel proud. Anyways, that's good enough for. That's very nice for today. Oops, that's a nice day. That's one of my brothers there. That's good enough for today. That's a lot of good information for today. All right, that's good enough for. I'll definitely talk next time. All right.